Hello, my name is Autumn Wooten, and this is my term presentation project for Intro Interpersonal Communications. Similarities and differences between the transmission, interaction, and transaction models of communication by Autumn Wooten. Models of communication. Transmission model of communication. The transition model of communication is an intentional message sent directly to a listener. This is a linear process and occurs when two people are communicating. The speaker speaks directly to the listener. Barriers that can affect the transmission model can be if the listener doesn't pay enough attention to speaker, which will determine effectiveness of the delivery of information. Transmission model visual. Interaction model of communication. The interaction model is when two people communicating with one another take turns being the speaker and receiver in the conversation. This is a way to generate meaning through physical and psychological messages being sent and received by both people. Any distraction, language barrier, too much or too little feedback, and really anything that can obstruct the messages being exchanged between the two in the conversation can be barriers for this communication model. Interaction model visual. Transaction model of communication. The transaction model of communication is when the speaker in a conversation is intentionally conveying information to a listener or teaching the listener. This conversation could be anything from culture to social and more. The listener then deciphers the information and learns its meaning. The purpose of this model is how we send, receive, and learn information. Things like background noise, distractions, and context are things that create barriers in the effectiveness of this form of communication. Transaction model visual. Similarities and differences. Similarities in these communication models. The similarities between the three models are the elements that make up the conversations, which include a sender and receiver, message, delivery, response, noise, physical and verbal communicating, context, understanding, and distractions affecting the message transfer. Differences in the communication models. The differences in these communication models include the way the message is delivered and what the message is trying to convey. Another difference could be concerning whether or not the message was sent or concerning the process. The interaction and engagement can also be a difference concerning the different models. Sources. Thank you.